This week at the House of Mario, we're looking at an exciting 2026 from Nintendo. So if you want to hear all about that, come on in. G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, the South Australia Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 Power Star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors to episode 344 are open. Very excited as we're back again for 2026. Very much looking forward to talking to my good mate Josh, or JT if you like. Josh, how are you going? How's your break been? Yeah, very good. Yeah, I have had a bit of a sneak peek at your profile. I've done the old sneaky, what's Josh been playing? And I was very, very happy to see it. I wonder if you had the same feelings I did back in 2011, but we'll find out. But yeah, good Christmas, good break, good New Year's, all of that. Yeah, well, that's good. You've had enough time where it's not like, oh man, it's only been a week or a few days or whatever. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I guess for me, it was a good Christmas, a good New Year's. Really enjoyed it. You know, being with the kids a lot. I will admit, when childcare come back, I was anticipating the kids going to childcare, so I could have a couple of days to regroup my thoughts and all that. It's been pretty full on, but yeah, it's been good being home. Shearing season's finished. Just got a couple of jobs here and there around the farm as far as like shearing goes, but I'm looking forward to those being done as well and getting back to maybe just some standard jobs and that on the farm, which will be good. But yeah, I've had a good break. Played plenty of games as well. Got nice and acquainted with the Switch 2 and Legion Go 2, which was nice. Been able to actually put some time into them instead of just looking at them or setting them up or whatever I typically do with my handhelds. So yeah, I've got lots of games I'm looking forward to talking about, which is good. Yeah, I think for the most part though, like down at my parents, they've got a beach house, so me and the family we went down there, and the idea, I was really looking forward to the idea of like kids go to bed, go out on the deck, take the Switch to play some games, just that beautiful weather, not windy, nice, warm. But that was completely destroyed because whenever the weather's nice, the mosquitoes come out. So, and they just eat me alive, Josh. They just completely eat me alive. So, I must be so sweet. Just sweet boy. It must be taste like a little cherry or something. I don't know. It's like this boy's yummy. They don't eat Chantel. She must be like a sour worm or something. I don't know. They got the taste for me. So, it was pretty much just all right back inside, or it's too windy and cold and the mosquitoes aren't out. So that kind of ruined. Yeah, yeah. I did it a couple of times, but it helped a bit. But then like I smell like smell like crap as well because we had this stuff it's pretty much like sunscreen that you put on and it just stinks. I forgot what my dad's like. who smells? I forgot what he thought I smelt like, but it was like a foot or something something not all that good. So I was like, oh look, it's it's just it's just easier to go inside. So the whole romanticized idea of chilling out outside didn't quite work with the handhelds, but yeah, it was all right. I just have to put up with the wind and the cold if I want to sit out there and do it like that. But yeah, it was a good holiday. It was good. It was nice, well needed, absolutely. But I guess looking forward to the rest of the year too. I feel quite motivated. I always feel quite motivated at the start of the year. I need to make sure I harness that energy to make sure I can hold on to it. But does the start of the year sort of invigorate you a little bit as far as goals and just keeping up with things go? Yeah. For me, like the last couple of days, I actually sit down, have a look like behind the scenes on the YouTube channel, the YouTube studio, and I'm like, when was my last video uploaded? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's like October type of thing. Like it was a while ago. It's like, no, it was August. So, oh shit. Like that is something I definitely want to fix this year. Is just actually like, apart from the podcast and the live stream, I actually do a lot more consistent video stuff because yeah, I really enjoy it. But yeah, I was just last year I was just so, I don't know, unfocused or scatterbrained. I don't really know how to put it. I was just the last couple of years I feel like I was on top of it, and then yeah, just my feet slipped underneath me and it got away from me a little bit. So this year I just want to focus on like, all right, I want to be able to keep up with stuff that I enjoy at least because it invigorates me and it makes me happy. So I want to like actually be able to make more podcasts and videos and keep up with the games I actually want to play. It's not rocket science. It's not the most important thing in the world, but it does make me happy. So I do want to at least try and keep up with that. And yeah, I didn't realize just how long ago I made that Digimon video. I made a video about the Digimon V pets, and that was August. I'm like, Jesus, I thought it was maybe maybe October, but yeah, man, just absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's really funny that video too. Just speaking of that video, that's kind of kept my YouTube channel going because like it's got like 3,000 views. I'm like, just over time, people have just found it. I've been getting comments on it from people who are in the exact same boat. It's like there's people in the exact same like pair of shoes that I'm in. Just like, man, I'm 31 and I'm revisiting this little toy that I had back when I was 9 years old. It's really cool. I'm really happy I made that video because yeah, when I initially made it and shared it, I was like, oh look, 50 people watch it. I'm like, that's, I don't know, it's better than nothing. I expect no one to be really interested in my little obsession I've got at the moment. And it, turns out there's a very dedicated group out there who loves it. So yeah. So yeah, this podcast will eventually sort of morph into a Digimon podcast, Josh. So I hope you're ready for that. You just take over the channel like video by video. Yeah, that. All right, let's make it a Tamagotchi podcast. My little boy, I put a little hat on him. You're like, what do you think of the hat, Josh? A Tomodachi Life podcast. Man, we can really niche down. That's a good idea. When Tomodachi Life comes out this year for Switch 2, just really niche down on it. The whole podcast is about this now. This is our... Yeah. Niche down. So yeah, so if you enjoyed Tomodachi Life content, you know where to look. The House of Tomodachi Life. Right here. All right. All right, so I'm very interested to hear what you've been playing, Josh. Better do the housekeeping first, though. Josh, you released a fantastic episode of Nintendo Maniacs a couple of hours ago. I listened to it while I was out the back playing in the water slide with the kids, which is good fun. Tell us, oh, no worries. I listened and watched on YouTube, which everybody else should as well. Nintendo Maniacs on YouTube. Josh, what's it all about? Who was your guest? It was a great guest, by the way. Quite enjoyed it. Excellent. Go and check it out, of course. And I guess here for the House of Mario, I did ask in the Homestead Discord just some feedback. It was last night, and it pretty much echoed what I thought, and I assume what Josh thinks as well. I better not put words in your mouth, Josh. Does it? Is it okay? You're just like, wait, Drew. I didn't say that. You fucking you bastard. Um, but we will be moving the House Brawl out of the show. I think last year when we started doing it, started doing like I guess playing games within the show. It was experimental. I did say that when we first started doing it. I just felt like trying some different things, and like ultimately, I think sometimes it worked well, but sometimes when we're fumbling around trying to get Mario Kart set up, for example, because we don't know how to include another 22 other people and we've only got bots and we're trying to bump around, that's when it becomes a little bit cumbersome and all of that. So I guess Josh and I, it's a conversation for us later on, whether we want to do that as a separate thing or whatever have you. Because it was fun for us, at least. Like, that's what we always said. Like, oh, it's good fun. Just, we've got this Monday night to sort of hang out. So playing games is quite good. But yeah, whether we want to do it as content, yeah, we'll talk about that going forward, I guess. But yeah, we're going to be sort of just, not doing that on the podcast anymore. So yes, audio listeners, rejoice. I'm sure there's a few out there probably clapping their hands type of thing. But I guess just to reiterate what the show is focusing on in 2026, it is just what Josh and I are passionate about and the big Nintendo topics going forward. So that is largely what the House of Mario is focusing on. It's what it's. I don't think it's any different from what it was before, but I really want to talk about the games we absolutely love and what we're looking forward to, and fun topics that also spur on interesting discussion as well. So that's what we'll be doing going forward. But like I said, mm, yeah, sure. Yeah, for sure. And I was looking at just our overall episode number, Josh, like 344. I was like, man, we just do like a couple of extra ones, and we can do 400. Don't know, just like do some little cheat episodes here and there. We'll see how we go. It'll naturally get there. It's like a tree. Yeah, yeah. No, it's not too. Well, it's yeah. Obviously, obviously 52 for the year, just as far as a week to week basis goes. So yeah, only need like a extra. What I say? Yeah, extra 4. So not too bad. We'll just do it. We'll just do like a 5-minute episode here and there. Just chuck it in there. Yeah, that's a good point. Just break them up into a 3-part or something. Absolutely. But yeah, all right. That's all I want to blabber on about as far as that goes. But Josh, we've been playing some games. We'll start with you. What have you been playing during your break? Mm. Ooh.
Um, and there's an option you can swap between the Joy Cons for that, which I won't, but always good to know that it's like that. But yeah, like this is like this is the first one in the timeline, so it's really like cool, different setting. Um, enjoying you know, um, like the puzzles, actual dungeons, and I'm like, I want the open Zelda to, they did it slightly with Tears of the Kingdom, but I'd love for if they ever did a third one to slightly, hone in on that a bit more. I know the shrines, effectively replaced that for the 3D open world ones, but yeah, there is something really cool to, getting stuck in a place for 30 minutes and you got to work your way out, and there's only one solution. You got to work through it, because there's definitely times when you feel like you got to think a bit more and get through it. So yeah, 20 hours. I don't know if I'm too far away, but having a really good time. And Drew, you played this in 2011? Is this and you would have done it again for the HD release? Is that right?
Yeah, I finished it in 2011, and
Yeah.
I played maybe a third of it with the HD re-release. Like, yeah, Skyward Sword.
Yeah. Okay.
Skyward Sword, I love like the story and the lore and everything, but like playing it again, I'm like, I don't need to play this again. Like, been there, done that.
Yeah.
It was I didn't enjoy it that much to have to go back and beat it again. Like, I would quite happily do the dungeons again and the bosses again, but all of the stuff in between, I'm like, no, 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 I don't have to do this again. Because it was the Zelda game for me, but I was very much just like, all right, this is really showing the age of the formula that come around with Ocarina of Time. It was just a dungeon trial back up to the sky. It was just like rinse and repeat for 30 hours as long as the game went for. So yeah, I was like, all right, I don't have to do it again. Like, I played like the little bit, I had a bit of a refresher with the HD version, but yeah, it was good to yeah, not play through the whole thing again. But I mean, I'm glad
Yeah.
you're enjoying it. How are you enjoying like the sort of the cinematic aspect of it? Because like it's been a while since we've just had like a linear Zelda story with cutscenes. Because yeah, the cutscenes in this were like I guess pretty impressive for the series, like in 2011 as well. So it's just like yeah, how are you enjoying that?
Yeah. Yeah, and I have appreciated that, and you know, it's talking like taking its time a bit more. Yeah, more cutscenes, so you can sort of pause a bit more and put the controller down, and just watch it, and that is really really good. So, um, I like even Fee as well. Like I can see how people will be getting a little bit annoyed with her, but I don't find it too bad. And like she's in the cutscenes as well, very very big part of it. But yeah, like obviously I haven't finished it yet. And then the baddie's name, who's the before the end? What's his name? Starts with the
Gear him.
Girahim, that's that one. Yep, he's freaky, he's cool, long freaky tongue, bit of a cheekiness to him.
It's really
So
cool.
I
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I have appreciated that. And then you see the different characters in different light, Impa, young and fighting at the start to protect Zelda. Um, and then Groose is very endearing and funny as well. One of the bulky characters at the start of the game who you do run into a couple of times. So there is that that whimsical charm is very much there still. And yeah, I'm just going in a different order, aren't I? Everyone else, most people have played them all from start to finish, and Zelda's one of those IPs with Nintendo that I didn't play as much growing up, and it's only been the last, I suppose, since the Switch has come out that I've sort of revisited them, or sorry, played them for the first time, and now it's that time for me doing Skyward Sword because it's it's on the Switch and it's so easy and accessible. Um, that's why I've done it, And if Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, their HD versions ever do come to the Switch too, I'll be all over that now as well.
Yeah. Who knows? They might come one day. I heard. I heard from my inside leaker, Josh, that Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess and all that they're coming in the 3-pack, and it's coming out for the 40th anniversary.
Hey,
That's what I heard, Josh.
right.
I'm an insider.
Switch 3.
Yes, for Switch 3. Yep.
Switch 3 by then.
Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, no, it's cool you're finally getting around to it because yeah, we all have a Zelda backlog. Probably most of us. I certainly do. There are some like stupidly famous Zelda games that I haven't finished. So I was like, man, I need to make the time. So yeah, I need to take a page out of your book and make the time for. Well, I need to do A Link to the Past and Majora's Mask. I think that's what, and the original and the second game, I guess. But I'm not all that. I'm not. Yeah.
I mean, do all the others before Zelda 2, aren't you? Yeah. I mean, I haven't bothered. I haven't tried Majora's Mask yet. I've done a fair chunk of Ocarina. Still haven't finished that, but like, yeah, Majora's I haven't even touched really to begin with. So I need to rectify that eventually.
I've started Majora's Mask a million times.
Have you? No.
Yeah.
Just like the game. One thing, it's just a little finicky, like the menus and like swapping out the key items. And so like I found that a little annoying. So that's my one thing, especially like you got the bug flying thing that can attack. So like you can shoot it off and it like you can control it and it can collect items, it can cut things, it can activate levers and things like that. But then swapping that to like the bombs and swapping it to the windbag, whatever that's called. It's just like
Gus Bellows.
And you got to
hell yeah. Forgot about them.
You got to like you either got to hold the R trigger or tap the R trigger, and like then you got to move the direction pad to select it, and then it gets a bit like, especially when you're trying to like verse a boss and switch between the items, it gets a little cumbersome, I suppose. So that's been one of the little annoyance things. But plenty of save stations everywhere, and then you get those frequent moments between like areas where you can sort of free explore a little, do a bit of sky lofts, and then the various sky islands around. Not like there's a lot to do, but you can do those side quests, collect those rupees, upgrade your inventory, things like that. So it's a little bit of you can definitely tell this is the precursor to Breath of the Wild, because you got the stamina gauge, you got those other things like that. So the evolution heading towards the 3D open world Zelda is definitely you can tell the origins are here.
Yeah. Okay. I still remember seeing like Breath of the Wild for the first time. But, oh no, there's that stamina gauge because in this game it kind of was a little bit of a pain. Just I don't know why it was different, but in Breath of the Wild it didn't bother me as much, probably because you could upgrade it and all of that, maybe a little bit more. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, I remember saying that for the first time, and like I think it was the Game Awards with Miyamoto sort of showing off the game. I can't remember if it was that early or not, but yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yes. Yeah. No, it's really cool. Yeah, I think a lot of people was like when the Switch version came out, like they enjoyed it more. So I think it's uh what's the word, like how looked adhered to it is. It's kind of its stature's kind of grown recently, I feel, and I think the Switch version's definitely done a good job with that because it's kind of like the art style's maybe not what we that teaser for Zelda we saw for the Wii U coming up. It didn't look like that in a way. Didn't and but still quite stylized, not cell shaded like Wind Waker, but it's like a bit more beautiful looking than Twilight Princess, which is slightly rough. It's really a meld of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess in terms of look. I feel, and it's a really nice balance. I feel.
yeah, it was really exciting at the time. I remember like, oh wow, it's like yeah,
Mm.
like you said, it's both games just being mushed together. You've got the more detailed sort of look in adult Link, but you've also got that cell shading, which was obviously with Breath of
Mm.
the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom 2, the series has gone on with that, and it kind of is just the Zelda art
Yes.
style now. Like it was the kind of the
Yeah.
start of that more fairy tale, just whimsical look, which I think actually works really well for Zelda. But yeah, I'm just
Yeah. It
so
does.
so fascinated to see what we'll get next. Like, will it just look like that? Is that what Zelda looks like the game series, or will we get like that dark,
Yeah.
gritty one? All of us 30 or 40 year olds are like, oh yeah, just make them bleed. I want to hit someone with a
Yeah.
ball and chain and watch it splat.
Yeah.
No, we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, I'm
We
very
will
interested
see.
to see
Yes.
what you'll think of the game once you finish it and you get get the ending and all of that stuff. I don't know if you sort of know what happens just through other games, and obviously Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. There's I guess stuff that might have been spoilt for Skyward Sword, but not necessarily either. It's a little bit vague, but
Yeah. I don't know if I know if that's the answer. I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try and limit my spoiler intake for the game, well, especially for the next couple of weeks. I just hope, yeah, like there's nothing big from Nintendo for me anytime soon. Like Animal Crossing 2, I'll play, like the Switch 2 version a little. I might, give that a bit of a go. But yeah, it's not until Mario Tennis Fever next month where I'm gonna, be playing a new release. So properly. So yeah, I feel like I've got a bit of time to finish this now and get it done. It will be a bit slower now that holidays are over, but yeah, I'll definitely be able to chip away at it still.
yeah, I feel a bit the same too. To be honest, like yeah, I will be playing Animal Crossing, but I really don't see myself just diving into it and starting up a new island and
Yeah,
just immersing
might be a
myself
couple of
again.
days and that's it or something, or it could last longer. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not expecting it to.
Yeah, yeah, no, should be good. Um, yeah, that's coming up very soon too. That's only a few days away. That snuck up pretty quick too.
Yeah, this Thursday. Yep, yeah, very very close by.
Yeah, I'll be very interested just to see what like the Animal Crossing or like content creation sort of part of YouTube think about it. Like, is everybody going to start up again, just like making heaps of Animal Crossing content and new people come in for the 3.0 update? I kind of hope so because it's kind of a nice cozy sort of thing. Even if I'm not playing it, just to see other people enjoying it and watching a couple of
Yeah,
island tours and stuff like that. It's a good game to make content about. So hopefully, hopefully everyone's
the Animal
enjoys
Crossing
it.
fans, they've been deprived for a while now. Yeah, they had game obviously come out, and then one or two big updates, very very far apart, and then that's about it. So, but they thought that was the last one, Drew. Nintendo lied to us and said that was the last update. And then lo and behold, here's another one. So, you know, um, yeah, see how they go. It just makes me feel though that the sequel's a little while away now.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so. It wouldn't make any sense to be like next year. All right, Animal Crossing. Let's go to the city, come back, and make a town of your own. It's like, oh yes, this sequel I've always wanted.
That was definitely the best part of the Wii version for sure.
Yeah, I think for me, I would like to like use the features of the new update. I'm gonna nuke my island because mine's just full of trees. Because I just made the whole place a vineyard just to farm fruit,
Yeah.
sell the fruit. So I'm gonna nuke it,
Yeah, I was the same.
and
Yep.
I'm gonna use that Filbert card you gave me all those years ago. Bring Filbert to the island and just live my best
Yep.
life, Josh. I'm gonna have Filbert there, and I'm just
Nice.
gonna build some cool shit.
Yeah, good.
How long will that last? Don't know. My relationship with Filbert, we'll see. Maybe a week, if I'm lucky. But yeah.
Yeah, that might be lucky. Yeah, we'll see though.
So you think you'll finish Skyward Sword this week? You reckon you're in the last bit, or depends how you go of work, I guess. That's going to be kicking you in the ass again.
I don't expect this week. I'll expect to keep chipping away at it.
Yeah.
I'll probably give myself to the end of January at this rate, maybe.
Yeah. Cool. Very nice. Yeah. So that's your exclusive game. You're going to be working on Skyward Sword, unless you got some other addictions in the background. You got some Vampire Survivors. You got some Balatro sort of scratching your wrists in the background.
No, that was pretty much it. Yeah. Nothing else. Yep. That was it.
That's it.
Like the occasional Tetris 99. Slightly bit of Metroid, but yeah, that was all.
Yeah. Did you finish Metroid? Did we talk about that?
Oh yeah, I did finish Metroid. I finished that on Christmas Eve. So
Nice.
that was first week of the holidays. Yes. So
what did you think? Oh no.
it's a good game.
Oh, here we
It
go.
is. There are definitely flaws to it. I had a really great time with it though. The endings really annoyed me though. That's the only thing.
Really? Oh no.
Like, yeah,
Like story wise, gameplay wise, obviously no spoilers, but yeah.
story wise.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Like yeah. It's
just spacious like yeah, fuck. It sucks. I don't know. I don't know what to tell
we
you.
waited so long for it, and now like I'm trying not to spoil, but effectively we have to wait more now.
So it was a cliffhanger, is that what you're saying?
A little, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And I feel bad for even saying that to everyone, but yes.
Yeah, well, that sucks. I feel like I haven't started it, and over the break I have been thinking about it, and I'm like, I just don't want to. Like I'm not in the mood for it. Like,
well, yeah, don't force yourself. Yeah, that's
so
right.
yeah, I'll play it whenever I feel like it, I guess. But I don't know when I'll feel like it.
Yeah.
There's so many other games to play. It's just whenever I feel like scanning and unlocking doors with my psychic powers. I guess whenever I really got the itch for that, I'll jump into it.
They do need to fix the scanning. Because I was thinking about it, and I've had a bit of time to reflect. Like, you go to a new room, and like the first thing, I just scan everywhere, and I'm just looking around, and like I'll read it. Like I don't mind the scanning aspect. There's just too many things to scan at the moment, and then like they're giving you lore on like weaponry and other like walls and machinery, barricades and things like that, and I don't need to know stuff like that. I think so. Yeah, they need to find a finer, better balance, because I think sometimes it's just too much scanning for the hell of it, and then people if to get all the unlockables with the art, you need to scan everything, and then you need to get all the items as well. And so yeah, and then I didn't do either because I forgot to scan the first boss in the very first area.
Maybe you're saying that,
which is such a rookie noob move, but you can't go back to it or anything. Anytime you face a boss, you can't do it again. So, but the very first one I missed, so I absolutely stuffed up my playthrough. But that's right. Next, I've done about an hour of hard mode, and when I get back onto playing it again when I feel like it, hopefully I've done the first area correctly because I'm back into the main area of Eurus. So we'll see. But yeah, I think I wanted more answers than I got. But some like really great Metroid and some really like there's some real highs for the series, but just definitely some other things that they could have done a bit better to make the wait a little bit more worth it for us.
All right. Well, we'll see you in 17 years for Metroid Prime 5. Hopefully,
Uh,
hopefully it ties some things up for you.
yeah, I mean, we'll be doing a Digimon and Tamagotchi
Yeah, well, that's
podcast by
right.
then. We won't be able to cover it, but hopefully the games are right by then.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll look at it from afar. We'll just be clicking away at our little V-pets. That'll be all right.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Well, I don't know.
How about you? What were you playing mainly?
So yeah, I guess the biggest thing I've been playing was Pokemon Legends ZA. Finally got around to it, and
Nice.
I'm happy because I had a lot the sort of tick off as far as my Switch 2 backlog went during the holidays, and my friend Dan came over and he doesn't have a Switch 2, so he was just kind of keen just to click around mine and try out a few games and things, and he clicked
Yeah.
into Pokemon Legends ZA and started just like tinkering around. And we just kept on playing my save file, which only had like an hour gameplay on. He's like, "Oh, you really enjoyed this game, Drew?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got like my level 7 Chikorita or something, whatever it was." I'm like, "Yeah, I put a lot of time into this, haven't I?" So yeah, I just kept on playing from there. He was down for like 3 days or something. So in the evenings, we'll just like hand the controller back and forth, and I'll let him
Cool.
do some side quests and things like that. I'm like, don't you click through the story. I don't want to miss
Uh,
character setups and
I want
things.
to know what's going on.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got to know what's going on. So yeah, we just sort of did that, and it was good fun. I haven't had that experience in a long time, like since I was a kid, probably like going to a friend's place and controller back and forth playing like GTA or just something like that. And you wouldn't think, I don't know, a single player Pokemon game would be good for that, but it was pretty good. Maybe it's just because of the whole idea of the city and things. It wasn't like progressing to the next town and going onto a route that I hadn't seen before. It was just like going back and forth down familiar streets and all that for the most part. So it worked out quite well. So once he
Yeah.
left, it was just me by myself, and I played through the game. I beat the game. Took me about 30 hours, I think, just to hit the credits. I've still got a few missions post game, which looks like it's catch some certain Pokemon. But yeah, for the most part, I've pretty much finished with it until I feel like going back to it. I'm kind of gonna save it just for myself because like if I'm going through like a game rut, like like I usually go through in wintertime or something, that's gonna be an easy game just to boot up and complete the Pokedex, do all that type of stuff, just to do some cleanup. Because ultimately, I did really enjoy it, Josh. I'm happy to say I can come out of it saying that I really enjoyed it because
It's fun.
going into it, I was so scarred by Scarlet and Violet, and even before that, like Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl, it was not a good run for modern Pokemon games. It just, I was like, man, like looking at this game, I'm like, I don't want to do another one of those. I don't want to do a third one in a row, which just like I play through it. I'm like, and sort of just put it down. Not to say that I didn't enjoy aspects of the other two games either, but yeah, I was almost at the point where I was going to be burnt out on brand new Pokemon stuff. But I feel like playing through it and the criticisms that I have, I guess it does stem from a lot of what I went into it with, which was like the city. Are they going to make it interesting? And I feel like they make the city interesting enough, like to explore.
Yeah.
Just exist in. It's not too big. I feel like it's actually quite a good size. I wouldn't want it to be much bigger. Wouldn't want it to be much smaller. I think it's a good one just to go around. You become familiar with the different districts and all that type of stuff. But I feel like there's a lot of just like, all right, I'm in not a wild zone. Wild zone. I'm in a wild zone, and a lot of them are just like, they're not too interesting. Once you know what Pokemon spawn in that area, you can usually clean them up pretty quickly. Especially if like you go in them like during the day, you clean them up, and when you go into a bench and you go there during nighttime, you pick up the extra couple of species that you don't have, and you can keep on going. So you're exploring them, or you're exploring like the rooftops, and a lot of that is doing like pretty, you know, average scaffolding puzzles to get up to the top, or you're doing side quests to activate hollow elevators to get up to the top. Like, yeah, I would have liked to see a bit more variety as far as like, all right, what am I doing in this city? But I feel like as far as you know, when I'm 20 hours into it, I'm you know, used to the world, and I guess you know, you're not seeing the textures and all of the stuff that a lot of people are sensitive to when they might have been looking at trailers or gameplay and things like that before launch. Yeah, I was quite sort of immersed in the city. Like somehow it was I don't know. I quite liked it. It was a good take on the Pokemon formula, where it isn't like progression isn't moving throughout this land, going to different cities and ticking off gym badges. It was very much just like going back and forth, and as the story is progressing, more characters are coming into the game, which I think that's one of the sort of the biggest strengths of the game too, is like the different characters that you meet along the way, whether it is like your friends that are at Hotel Z, like the sort of the mob, the mob that you get involved with, sort of the I guess the story as it progresses, how it sort of touches on more of Team Flare's history from Pokemon X and Y. It does like bring in like a bunch of actually some quite interesting characters. That I think Pokemon's always been pretty good at this. I've always like quite enjoyed like the characters throughout the series, even like in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like your rival Hop in that game copped a lot of crap, but I really like seeing how he grew out throughout the game and where he ended up once you beat the Pokemon League and all of that. So yeah, I've always been a fan of like the character progression as far as the characters go. So that's probably one of the biggest pros for me. Like the story, I thought it was good. Like it answered some questions that we might have had playing Pokemon X and Y all those years ago, but it also maybe it was a little bit basic. Like I said, I haven't finished all the post game stuff, and then there's all the DLC, which I'm sure adds a little bit more as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would say that it reinvigorated me as far as modern Pokemon goes. Like we're on Switch 2, there are absolutely no excuses because this is a cross-platform game across both. There's no excuses for any technical difficulties as far as the game running, frame rate, all of that. And I did not experience anything, which is great. And I haven't really heard too much bad things about performance on Switch either, but I can't tell you about that because I will not be playing this on Switch.
No,
I'm not going back.
No. This game's just like it. You know, like I really appreciated how different the gameplay was. The real time battling was really refreshing. So yeah, I thought that was really fun. And the fact that you're not moving around to new locations, like can be thought of as a con, but the fact that the story revolved around the city, you're meeting the same people, the story sort of envelops a bit more, and that's why you and Dan could play it together. I feel a bit more and watch him play it because you're like watching and listening to that story, which I felt was a bit more involved than other Pokemon games, and I enjoyed following through with that as well. So yeah, did some really great things, and a really great foundation to build on for successive ones, and even Gen 10. See what they can, take some things from that and do it for later this year, which we think is all coming, don't we?
Yeah, we think so. There's been that big leak, but yeah, see if it's right, yes. I guess.
Correct.
Correct. You mentioned like the gameplay differences, like the battle system. Pretty interesting. Like it's not revolutionary necessarily. I feel like it speeds up battles a lot more because for the most part you're just like doosh, doosh, doosh. You're not really waiting for each other. You're just waiting for the cooldown on each move. But yeah, I did appreciate how it sort of sped things up for this specific type of game, and there wasn't really much like, oh, I'm going to try and avoid the attack. I'm going to use this spacing. There wasn't really too much of that. It was a lot of just kind of mushing the button, just like, all right, I need to do my Mega Drain, for example, because I need some health back, and I'm not going to waste my time doing a Razor Leaf or a Body Slam right now. So I'm just like waiting for it. All right, bang, we're off, and thank God I got that off in time before he could get rid of that little bit of HP, and then So there was like a bit of strategy to it, but for the most part, it just kind of sped things up. I will say, just no spoilers, like the last battle where like you've got to take cover, and then you take cover and your Pokemon's out in the field, then you like press down on the D-pad, recall, like bring them back to take them, like basically protect them. And then when like the threat disappears, when you send them out again, I'm like, okay, this is, if the game did more of this, like it had more boss battles that weren't just like, all right, it's time to rank up, and then it's just a normal Pokemon battle and ranking up. If there was like true boss battles where like you're actually thinking about, oh shit, my Pokemon's in trouble, and you bring them back, and then like something changes on the battlefield, then you like swap Pokemon on the fly. Like I think that's where it could have been really special. So if they were to continue with this, I would like to see more utilization of like stuff outside of what we can do in a typical turn-based Pokemon game, where it is truly embracing that action gameplay, like recalling Pokemon and doing a bit more of that as the trainer, rather than just like, kind of just sped up normal battles.
And that's right. They can go so much further with it, can't they? For sure.
Yeah. And I feel like the Mega Evolution too was a lot better in this than it was Pokemon X and Y and Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, because in those games you are very much limited to just the Pokemon that Mega Evolve. Obviously in this one you've got a few more Pokemon that can Mega Evolve now, but even the ones that can't, you can do the plus moves, which I think is a big benefit to just the overall game. Like if you've got a Pokemon that can't Mega Evolve, you can still have a really strong attack if you want to use like that energy wheel to do a plus move. So it just uses like the same energy as a Mega Evolution would, but it would just use like a little bit for one move. You press the plus button before you do the attack, and it will do it that way. So yeah, I thought like the mechanic of the Mega Evolutions was pretty good as well. But I mean overall, pretty happy with it. I am glad that I waited to play it just in a time where I was a bit more relaxed, have a bit more time to sort of dive into it rather than just, playing it after a big day at work. So I'm glad I was able to put the time into it. And I want to see more Legends games. I love the first one. I love this one. Give me more of them. See if they continue with this battle system and what they do with it.
Yep, it's a cool third pillar for Pokemon with the games at the moment, the main line, and then this, and then the other spin-offs that all sorts of things you get from that. I think it's set up really nicely.
Yeah, put another $13 million aside, make another one, Game Freak. Why not?
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. So the next game I want to talk about, but I put a lot of time into, and this is like a small indie game, came out December. I'm playing it on my Legion Go 2, playing it through Steam. It is on Switch and everything, but it's a game called Old School Rally. It's basically it's like the name implies, it's very much inspired by old school rally games from like the Dreamcast and PlayStation 1. And I love racing games, but I'm not typically into the rally genre as far as racing games go. But I am just a sucker for like Daytona and old Need for Speeds and all this type of thing. So when I heard about it, I'm like, all right, I got to jump on it. So it was like, I think it's about $18 or something. And I've played it for like 15 hours. It's like, since I finished Pokemon, it's been just my pick up and play game, which I've been playing. And on
PlayStation 5 only? Is that?
It's on everything. It's on Switch, PC, Xbox.
Yep.
It's on everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, cool. I'm really enjoying that. It's very basic. What's keeping me going is just filling out the achievements. So it is very much just like you've got cups that you unlock cars, you get money, and with that money you buy cars, and that's kind of it. But that's why I'm playing on Steam, because like it's got those achievements. So you get achievements for like doing certain things, or obviously just unlocking all the cars, driving this far total distance, just stuff like that. Stuff that gives me a little bit more of an objective, rather than if I was just playing on Switch, I'd be like, all right, I kind of had enough. It's just like, it's a very basic game. But like I said, I've put like 15 hours into it, and it's kind of made me like look at this genre being like, I want to play some other rally games. Like it's been that type of thing where I look at them, I'm like, that's kind of boring. I want to be racing other people. I want to be, bumper to bumper. I want the nitros. I want drifting, all of this type of thing. But I kind of really appreciated just what this genre does, how you learn this track and you really learn how to take corners because it's got like your co-pilot basically saying it's telling you how sharp the corner is and what's coming up ahead. And all it is you trying to beat a particular time to progress to the next stage. And sometimes it's really easy. And there's one that I'm stuck on right now where I'm like, how the hell am I going to get there? I'm like 8 seconds too slow. My God, how am I going to do it? But yeah, it's just been really fun to pick up and play. So if you're into like this type of thing, like if you're a Daytona fan or old school Need for Speed, or you actually play rally games on the PlayStation 1 and things like that.
Sega Rally kind of stuff, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Sega Rally, 100%. That is, basic.
Colin McRae. I used to play Dirt, Rally, those games. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a lot more intrigued to like try some of those, like the new ones, the old ones that it's inspired from. It's just been a real surprise for me because I picked it up like, oh yeah, $18. I picked it up on the Steam sale, even though it wasn't on sale. The game just come out, so it wasn't on sale. But yeah, really, really quite happy with it. So I kind of need to move on from it. I just pick up and I'm just playing through it. I'm like, I've got like 2 achievements left or something like that. But I feel like once I beat all of the cups, I still need to grind for money. I'm like a little bit frustrated by that. Where I would have liked to have all the cars unlocked by the time I've beaten it all. But it seems like there's going to be some grinding, which I'm not really all that impressed about. But we'll see how we go once I beat all the cups. But yeah, I don't want to be left with one achievement either. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, so close, but so far still.
But I did actually pick up a fair few games over like the sales over Christmas. My idea is that, I ended up getting quite a bit, so I don't want to buy anything else for the rest of this month, and we'll see how we go the month after. But I ended up, I haven't played it yet, but I did get Red Dead Redemption on Switch, got the Switch 2 version. I'm looking forward to doing that. Because I was going to do it on Android. I was going to play it on my Android devices because...
really?
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption, it came to Netflix. So it came out on Android and iOS. So I've gone on about before, I've got like the Android handhelds, but they're not compatible with them when I went to download them. Oh, all right. So I had a look at Switch. It's like $35. I'm all right. We're going in, boys. We're doing it on Switch too. So I've been wanting to play it forever. I've got like I bought it back on Xbox 360 and I played it there, but I didn't finish it. Then I ended up selling the Xbox and sold that copy with the Xbox 360. And it's been a game I've always wanted to go back to, and time is now. So that'll be a game coming up on Switch 2 I want to play. But there's a lot of great Humble bundles as well. I ended up picking up 3 Humble bundles over like the holidays. So they're like $20 each. So I spent $60. I would have got 20 or 30 games. And there was a few in there which I've wanted for a long time. And there's one called Naiad, which is a game I've wanted for a long time. It's been on the Steam wish list. It's been on and off the wish list throughout the last year or so. But it's just like, it's a really beautiful game. It's got a watercolor art style, and it's just top-down view of you as a water spirit going down a river. Just you're doing puzzles and things along the way to sort of work your way down this river, and it's just really relaxing. You got the water sounds as you're going, calm music. It's just like a really nice, like, I guess a game to play late at night. Don't want to do anything too extreme. Put the headphones on. Been really enjoying it. Like it's not too basic because like there are some puzzles along the way, but there's also like hidden directions you can go in to unlock certain things, and don't know. It seems like it's just really good at the exploration as well, as far as just being like a nice relaxing puzzle game. So yeah, I do recommend it. I ended up got it as a part of like a $20 Humble bundle, which was quite good. But yeah, really enjoy that. Last game I'll talk about, Josh, just so we can keep on moving. Um,
That's all right.
I picked up a Cast and Chill. So this is on Switch too. I got it on what's it called?
Ask
I
and
got it on
chill.
I got it on Steam because of the achievements. I wanted just to, this seems like a nice little chip away at some achievements type game. But Josh, when you search it up and you look at the art style for this game, it has an absolutely gorgeous pixel art
Gorgeous.
style,
Wow.
just
Yeah,
absolutely
it is.
stunning. And
Definitely.
this
Yeah.
is
Those
another game
landscapes.
where it's just so chill and relaxing just to put the headphones on. It's a 2D game. You're going out on your boat, you're casting out your line, you're trying to catch some fish. Then you catch those fish, you bring them back to the shop. They get added to your, I guess, your Pokedex, your fish Pokedex. You can sell those fish. You can use that money to buy upgrades to your rods, to your boat, maps to go to different locations. And what's really cool about this game. So it's nice and relaxing, but it's also got an idle mode. So the game can play itself, and you've got certain
Oh,
options.
okay.
You've got certain options that can let you decide what the idle mode does. So you can have it do everything for you, or you can have it so it just, it doesn't get the best fish, or you can have it so you don't unlock achievements. You can make it so you can't sell them. Like, so you can essentially just make it a wallpaper without any progression. When I was playing Pokemon, I had like Pokemon up on the TV, and when I had like the Legion Go 2 just on the coffee table in front of me, just fishing by itself. Just have like the ADHD just start ticking over, like, oh yeah, I'm playing two things at once.
Uh, Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, I was actually playing it myself. But if anybody's, it actually came in handy too, because if anybody's familiar with downloading stuff on Steam Deck or whatever, like you can't put it to sleep and then it just downloads in the background. You've got to have it basically lit up. So I'm like, well, I don't really want it lit up just on the download screen, just especially with an OLED. Just I don't want it to burn
And
in
in.
or something like that. So it
Yeah.
was really good for that. I put this game on and I had my little fishing man fishing all night. So the screen's moving and the screen's lit up and the downloads are going on in the background. So I just for
Beautiful.
couple of nights downloading like the Mass Effect trilogy and all of that, like massive games. I just had that little man fishing and he was doing his thing for me, keeping the
So good.
keeping
Yeah.
the computer lit up for me so I can keep on downloading. But yeah, no, it's really good. I definitely recommend it. I think like anything like a Steam Deck or a Switch 2 or whatever, just absolutely brilliant. Just to while you're watching TV and you're just playing this really beautiful game. I can't get over just how stunning it is. Like, but yeah, I need to play it on the TV too. Like even if like yeah, you have it on Switch or another console, I think it would be really nice just to have on the TV if you're vacuuming or something like that, just having it up. I kind of like the versatility of like, it's a great, chill, relaxing game, but it can also, cure, or not cure, it can just like feed your ADHD a little bit too. Just, oh yeah, he's fishing for me and
Yeah.
he's making money. I came back to him after that. He's like, oh, Jesus, you made me like $3,000. I can upgrade my boat. Nice.
Worked hard, Drew. Good on you.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's great. Like nice and relaxing. Doesn't get stressful then, I imagine.
Nah, no stress unless there were a couple of times I had like the wrong lure on or something, and there was like a big fish. I'm like, oh, he's not interested in it. What are you going to eat? What do you want? What type of hook do you want me to put on, you fussy bastard? It's like, you're right there. Just bite it. But then
But yeah,
I bought the right hook, and I hooked a big bass, Josh. Oh,
where you
I
went?
was so proud of myself. I was like, oh, there's a big chunk of pixels right there compared to the other fish. That's big. It made me $50. Wow. Whew. Compared to $7 that those little fish were giving me. Oh, man. I tell you what, if I actually tried some more fishing games, I reckon I would really enjoy them. Like those like typical hunting ones you see and probably ignore. Like I reckon if I gave them a go, I reckon I'd if they're actually,
Fishing and racing games, Drew. That's your calling, I reckon.
geez, it makes me sound like a real bloke, doesn't it? So I just love my cars and my fishing.
Just a bit. Yeah. Get those massive BCF fishing shirts I see people
Yeah.
wear whilst they fish. Just go full in, mate. Why not?
Yeah, yeah. I'll be sitting around the campfire with the boys. Like, I love fishing. I love fishing. I love fishing on my games. I love driving cars. And
Fishing in real life, fishing in games as well.
yep, yep. We were talking about fishing, and then I can be like, "Hey, what do you reckon a Kid Icarus Uprising? You reckon that could do with a remaster? That'd be sick." Everyone's like,
That is fishing, mate. I reckon.
"That's all fishing." It's like, no, you're right, boys. Sorry, I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
Or you go really niche and play like the Zelda games and their little fishing segments. So you go all in for Animal Crossing in the fishing part, or just
Oh, that's a good
just
idea.
make fishing in gaming your personality.
Yeah, I'm just like stuck in Lake Hylia, just fishing, just knocker at a time.
right.
Or, yeah, actually, Twilight Princess has got the Wiimote and everything. Yeah, might be an idea.
That's right. Yep.
That bit at the start
There
of
it is.
Twilight Princess where you got to catch the fish for the cat. Man,
Yeah,
just go back and play that.
let's do that. Fun.
Yeah. All right.
Nice. You've done a bit of variety there.
Yeah, I told you before we started recording, but started a bit of a gaming journal. So I've every now and again I write down some I guess how I feel like my gaming session went and how I felt about certain games as I play them, and I've got I got a list at the start of my journal. It just says games played in 2026, so everything that I've played. So pretty much everything I touch, unless it's literally nothing. I could just literally touch something on one of my emulator handhelds and not really play it, so I won't put that down. But so yeah, that's pretty much everything I'm playing. And then everything that I beat, I've got another list at the back. So everything that I beat, I'll put it back there. But yeah, it's I've always wanted to do a gaming journal, but I just never got around to it. But yeah, I reckon it'll be quite fun to reflect back on and see how it all goes. And it'd be good for just content.
Yeah.
And doing the podcast and video ideas and things like that too, because I can just flip back and be like, oh yeah, I played this and this is what I felt, and this would be actually a good idea for a video and things like that.
Help trigger your memories of it.
Yeah. So yeah, quite looking forward to that. But yeah, all right, I'll stop rambling on. Hope
No, it's good.
hope somebody goes and picks up a old school rally or cast and chill. Good fun games.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some games that are coming out this year, Josh. Let's not talk about the stuff we've already got and we're enjoying. Let's talk about the stuff we're going to be spending some cash on over the next couple of months. Because Nintendo, things are going to change very quickly. We're going to have the Nintendo Direct at maximum couple of months. Next month, we're going to have a Direct. Lock it in. It's happening. If it doesn't,
I don't think there will be.
Don't reckon? All right. Oh, when are we getting it then, Josh?
June.
Jesus. Don't do this.
Another plug. So, I was recently on the Blowing Cartridges podcast with Brendan and Zach, and we went all in on Nintendo Directs, the history, the timings, because I was so of the opinion that the September Directs weren't that good, and other ones are better, and I kind of went through it all, and and just the pattern of things. So I feel like they don't need to do one in Feb. I feel like we have enough games coming out. They just need to date some stuff. But half the stuff they could date in a Mario Day coming up. We've got Pokemon's 30th next month. A lot of celebrations to occur for that for the 30th. I think they can get away with it until June, maybe.
Oh. Yeah, I guess they can. No, there's no denying. We've got a couple of games already. They just put some dates on some Switch 2 upgrades, and Tomodachi Life. They put on social media just saying, "Hey, look, this is out April." All right, then that fills in that, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder that fills in another gap. It's going to be filled in quite easily, just what they've already got.
Yes.
I feel like just with Switch 2, they need to make a presence. They need to make a presence and hit those beats,
They could do a partner showcase.
Oh, God. Yeah, they could. I've got no issues with the partner showcases in the Switch 2 era. Capcom is making a good appearance for Switch 2 with Resident Evil and Monster Hunter stories and Prodmata as well. So I feel like it would be good to see some more third-party support. So I wouldn't be that. That's kind of what excites me a little bit about Switch 2 as well. It's just hopefully we'll see some more of these games. But Um, yeah, that's interesting, Josh. Yeah,
Yeah,
mm,
I think they can just do Mario Day announcements for Mario Bros. Wonder DLC and Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. We'll find out those dates on that. And then we'll do like social media posts for Tomodachi Life sometime, probably May, I'm guessing. And then we get a direct in June. And then, I don't know, maybe we get a dedicated Fire Emblem direct in the meantime because we need probably a bit more info on that, and then maybe a couple 2 to 3 months leeway before that gets released. And I'm thinking winter for us, but summer for those in the northern hemisphere. I just think they've got too many things out already, so nothing new immediately in the
yeah.
next 4 months that they can hold off.
I feel like they can still have a direct though and just be like, hey, look, like they can just date things and have a couple of third party things in there, and I think that'll be more
Sure.
effective than doing it all separate. But yeah, we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see, I guess. I just
I want,
thought,
to be, I want to be wrong. Love there to be direct in Feb for sure.
yeah, give us something to be excited about. Come on, Nintendo, do it, do it,
Do it.
do it. That's it. I thought Josh would just go through some of the games that we already know about, and just I
Mm.
guess talk about if we're excited for it for the most part. Because yeah, there are some games I'm very excited for. There are other games where I'm like, eh. It's just I guess just naturally. But I guess we'll start with Animal Crossing. We did touch on this for the Switch 2 update and the 3.0 update as well. Um, you don't think you'll? Do you reckon you'll dive into it at all, or just not much? What are you thinking?
Um, yeah, I'm keen to like give it a go at least. So I will get the upgrade on Thursday. And it's only $8-10 Australian. I don't know, but
Yeah,
like
eight
it's
bucks,
cheap. So I'll just get it.
$5
Yep.
American.
So I'll get that. And play through the new content. I think Mickey will get it as well, and that'll be fun. It'll be a little like restart of Animal Crossing again. So, um, I don't know if it'll stick, but I'll at least get it to see how it looks and plays, and I'm not too bummed if my $8 doesn't get $8 worth of value, so to speak, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna hope that it sticks because I am still nostalgic
Yeah.
about just like my Wild World days, New Leaf days on 3DS. Yeah, I feel like I played New Horizons quite a bit, but it certainly didn't stick like it did for like millions of others out there who just made it their life.
Yes.
Like yeah,
Oh
I
man,
didn't get into it
early
that much.
2020. That was like I look back at that area like fondly. Like I know a lot of people don't, but that March, April of 2020 was yeah, a lot of Animal Crossing daily routine. So it was fun.
Yeah, so yeah, I just feel a little bit of hope. Like I kind of want to be sucked back into Animal Crossing, but we'll see. We'll see if it sucks me in. Mario Tennis Fever coming out February 12th. We did just get a overall trailer, 5 minute trailer, just showcasing modes
Mm,
and features and things like that. Now the game does look quite good, but I will say that after the sports games on Switch, I am just like, all right, I will play it and I will work it out when I'm playing it. I'm not going to let the marketing material hype me up or anything like that. But as far as its presentation, the way the game looks, all of that, I'm like, well, it's kind of what I'm hoping for. Um, as far as like the step up to Switch 2, especially since games are so much more expensive now. There is no room for what Mario sports games were on Switch at $110. There is no room for that. So hopefully
correct.
they match that price tag with with how good the game is. But yeah, what's your thoughts? You did say that this is the next game, next I guess release that you're going to jump into.
Yeah, I like when it was first announced, it was more annoyance at first because like I don't know, I want baseball, I want basketball, I want something different, and then they've on the Switch we got tennis, golf, soccer, and now we're back to tennis again. So
Yeah.
like a little bit of like I'd appreciate more variety. Um, but after seeing the overview trailer, like it does seem like there's a lot of modes in this, and it does feel like it's a bit more heavy in terms of content, which is definitely what they need to do if they're going to do another tennis game. And I know it's like what Aces was in 2018, so this is like nearly 8 years ago. This other game came out, so
Ugh.
it's been a while. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, I like, yeah, I like, I'm a bit more, I'm more excited for it after the overview trailer because that sort of confirmed to me that there is more to it. 38 different characters. Baby Waluigi's cute. We get all the the baby lore from the tennis games. And Waluigi exists because of tennis, so to get baby Waluigi as well is a very cool thing. And yeah, we'll see. I think it looks really like great with the graphics, and I definitely echo what you say about the price now and what they're charging. It's got to step up now, and for too long now these sports games have been like hit and miss, and I think Aces was a pretty good one on the Switch. Super Rush for the golf I thought was better, but some people didn't think so as much, and then obviously Strikers was a pile of shit. So they just got to really bring it home in this one, and it leads me to think that it's indicating like it might. So we will see.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Next up, March 5th, we've got Pokemon Pokopia. And this is the one I am looking forward to the most. And if Animal Crossing doesn't grab me, I think this will. I really enjoyed, what was that Pokemon mobile game? Came out 2017? Pokemon
Quest.
Yeah. So I got addicted to that. Just the whole, just the idea of like a little cozy Pokemon game where you're like collecting Pokemon and doing this thing, not through traditional RPG mechanics. Really enjoyed that. So the idea of this game where you do very much just have like, you're cultivating this land, and as you're collecting Pokemon, you're getting different moves for your Ditto character, which gives you sort of different abilities to like, whether it's like bring up grass or, do water and things like that to actually utilize on the land. I'm like, okay, that's really cool. That's kind of, I really wanted like a Pokemon Animal Crossing, and it seems like we're getting that, which is pretty cool, but it is very different as well. So probably my most hyped game for 2026, obviously with like limited amount of games that we know about, but
based on what we know.
Definitely Switch 2. Very, very excited for this.
This is going to be huge. This will Animal Crossing Switch 2 edition will get people excited for cozy gaming again on the Switch 2, and this will just keep the good times coming. This will be incredibly popular. I hope it is a great game, goes without saying. And this is I think my most anticipated so far for what we know is coming for 2026 so far. So it's not too far away, a couple of months now.
I do wonder, I was thinking about it the other day, just since the Animal Crossing community is like so big, Pokemon community is so big as well. Like, is this going to be a major hit, or is this going to be a more niche game? I don't know, because like a lot of these games exist, some explode. Obviously, Animal Crossing really sort of not kickstarted, but really fired up this genre of game. And then there's the odd one that comes out and does quite well, whether it's on Steam or wherever. But I guess last year, Fantasy Life, that came out on all platforms, that got quite a bit of success, and that's a franchise that wasn't all that big on 3DS, but it found a new audience in this post Animal Crossing New Horizons world. But I do wonder, just with like the whole Pokemon aesthetic on top of it, like, is this going to be a major success, or is this going to be just a relatively, like, just do relatively well for a spin-off Pokemon game? I am very interested to just see how that goes.
Yes. Yeah. I just think the whole Animal Crossing-esque vibe and then Pokemon mixed together is going to create... I think this one will spread if it's a good game by word of mouth. So if it's a good game and Pokemon with its whole cozy vibe to it, it's a recipe to be really good. So I think, it has to be a good game as well. That's going to be the key for it to going really viral and, big sales numbers.
Yeah. I guess I was... as far as like non-dated games, we've got Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. And it feels so weird because we've known about this game for like forever at this point. Obviously, about a year.
Nearly a year.
Yeah.
March 2025.
Which when I remember seeing the announcement, I'm like, 2026, you serious? It's going to be that long?
Yep.
So, yeah. My sort of hype on this is just, I'm interested because it was such a weird 3DS game, but how they're going to make it into a like a like a game people care about on Switch. I was like, I'll be very interested to see how this goes as well, just outside of the Nintendo bubble. Like, surely no one's going to care. But I'm intrigued just
The
from
first
a.
one sold so well, Drew, though.
It's,
The one on
yeah, I know,
3DS.
I know.
Love it.
Yeah, we'll just see like that. Whether like that Switch audience, people are just all right. I need a new game. I'm not getting that $700 console, Switch 2, and Tomodachi Life. That is the meal Nintendo has served up for them. So that's what they will be playing. But yeah, I'm intrigued to play it just to see what the actual gameplay of it is, because a lot of the fun of the 3DS game is just your library of Miis and just seeing them interact in just really weird and wacky ways. And I've got no Mii library on my Switch, and I'm not really interested in that in 2026 necessarily. But if there's a game behind it, like you're trying to keep them happy, or you're building out the town, or something like that, that's where I'll be more interested. But I really don't know much about it to get all that excited about it. But don't know. How are you feeling about this one?
Um, this and Pocopia, like I'm really excited for because I've never played the 3DS one. And so like like ever since this announcement that's come to Switch, I've kind of looked back at the 3DS one. I'm kind of like, denied. Do I buy it? And it's very expensive, the 3DS version, so I haven't. But yeah, this just looks stupid and zany. And I even watched the old Nintendo Directs that they had to the 3DS version, and they had a dedicated, really weird one with Reggie and
Oh, yeah.
Iwata and like Emoto, and like got the characters together, and it's just stupid, but in a really funny way. And I vibe with that kind of humor. And yeah, so I think this would be like a really short, fun time. I don't expect this to be a huge, lengthy, revolutionary iteration on what was there beforehand. But I think yeah, short and sweet might be the more applicable way for this. So yeah, I'm thinking I've got May. I predicted May for this one, but I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, April. Do we need this? I'm just thinking for Switch One users, they've had you know, all the releases before the Switch 2, and then Metroid Prime 4 got released, Pokemon Legends ZA, and we'll get a Switch 2, so a Switch version of the Animal Crossing update in later this week, maybe a couple more months, April, May the latest you get this, surely. And then yeah, Rhythm Heaven sometime after that, I suppose. But yeah, I'm keen to try out this IP that I've never played before. So I've done Miitopia, and it feels pseudo adjacent to Tomodachi Life. So yeah, I'm excited to try it out.
Yeah. On the Australian YouTube channel, it actually says it arrives autumn 2026. So autumn, that's about, yeah, they could line up around there.
Yeah, and that's spring for everyone else in the Northern Hemisphere. So yes.
Yeah, it's actually Rhythm Heaven out of like the Switch 1 games I'm more excited for. I love like rhythm games, and
Yeah, okay.
yeah, just that team's just so wacky, obviously behind the WarioWare games as well. So I'm quite looking forward to playing that one, which should be quite good. Was it we got the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2 edition, meet up in Bella Bella Park, and it's got like a lot of like multiplayer features coming to it. It'd be quite good for like playing with your family and multiplayer sessions and stuff like that. I do want to see like single player content though, like extra levels and worlds and things like that. That is what I would like to see from this personally. It seemed to hint at that, but that was being included as well.
I think it was going to hint that. Yeah, I think we've seen stuff that indicates that might be happening as well.
Yeah, so I'm just interested to see what that is, because I'm not too interested in doing mini games with people, couch co-op and stuff like that. But yeah, I absolutely love Super Mario Brothers Wonder, so I'm happy to see it get more content and get that Switch 2 glow up as well, because this is going to look good on a 4K TV, Josh.
Oh, 4K, correct.
Going to look good. All right, this might be a hot take one, Josh. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book doesn't have a release date yet. Coming this year. Brand new in the Yoshi franchise. I am, as far as like games made by Goodfeel, I've been burnt 3 times. So I'm like, this is another one. I'm like, all right. It looks like I love Yoshi. I love the aesthetic of this game. It looks really nice. I kind of like the mechanics of utilizing the enemy's abilities as well. I think that looks really kind of neat, just from the little bit of a glimpse that the trailer gave us last year in the Nintendo Direct. But man, good feel. They make some really pretty boring games, like Princess Peach Showtime especially. My God. I'd rather get a different hobby than play that game again. I'll start
Yeah.
I'll start Craft
Yeah.
instead of play that again.
You know, Nintendo, definitely known as a family game maker. And these are very much baby's first game. These Good Feel ones. I keep forgetting about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I do need to include this when I do record, or like for the predictions episode I did the other day. So like it's not really on my mind.
No.
It looks beautiful. Crafted Worlds, I didn't really vibe with. Played a few hours, and that was enough for me. So it's going to have to be good to really capture me. So I'm not expecting it to, though.
Yeah, I mean, I love Yoshi's Island, and just the ones after that, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Just they're so.
Yep.
They're so boring. Like, oh my God.
Peaked at the
Crafted
start, hasn't
World.
been the same since.
Crafted World. I'm like, oh my God. I went back to it multiple times to make a bit more progression to see if I could finish it. But I was just like, the whole thing of like, oh, yeah, you can do the level again, but backwards. I'm, oh my Jesus Christ. Wasn't fun the first time. Wasn't fun the first time.
No thanks. Woolly World's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. It's the prettiest out of
okay.
them. Like, I love the aesthetic once again.
Yep.
But yes. So yes, this is pretty much like Mario Tennis, where I'm like, I'll see when the reviews come out or when I'm playing it or whatever. Like, yeah, very much if we're covering it for the show or something like that, we'll see. I think one of the most exciting one definitely is Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. No release date, but it is coming out this year. This game looks pretty sick. I'm really looking forward to just if anything, just the glow up on Switch 2. Like, it's not really the game that needs it necessarily. It's an anime art style. It's a strategy game, but the game looks really good. And I love like the look of the presentation with the cutscenes and everything. Looks like it's a bit of a step up as well from the previous Fire Emblem games. But yeah, I can't wait for the whole combat situation this game seems to be in the Colosseum. It looks kind of sick, dude. So I'm looking forward to it. And we'll see how much I play of this. I always fall off of Fire Emblem games just because I'm not really into like strategy, but everything else around them I kind of really love. So we'll see if that concept can keep me engaged. But yeah, what about you?
I love Three Houses. This is like a spiritual successor to that, so that's going to be really great. Engage didn't capture me as much, but this one I think will. And Switch 2 edition, so it's going to look even prettier. Path of Radiance was just released on the GameCube NSO the other day, so we've got some Fire Emblem now to sort of play in the meantime. This will be I think summer or winter for us in the Southern Hemisphere release, and I'm keen to hear more because I played so much of 3 Houses when that first came out.
Yeah. One a bit outside of our wheelhouse, Josh, but the Duskbloods from Software game, multiplayer game. I'm unfamiliar whether it's PvP or PvPvE or what the situation is necessarily. I think it's a bit of both. I think there's players and there's other enemies to take down as well. Not quite sure, but it's an exclusive game for Switch 2. And this will be a really interesting one for us to cover because for the most part, when it comes to Nintendo games, we're sort of like in our wheelhouse, but I've never really stepped into the Dark Souls or Elden Ring sort of type game. But yeah, it'll be interesting to give a go and just see how it works for Nintendo because it's a little bit like how PlayStation feels themselves at the moment. They're really looking to get that multiplayer hit. But for the most part, the audience that are built up over the last 15 years, they're single-player gamers. So when PlayStation come out and be like, hey, look, here's a multiplayer game. And we're all just like, no, no thanks, I'll be right.
No.
And it's a little bit like Nintendo, like, hey, look, we've partnered up with From Software, and we've got this online Souls game, and we're all just like, oh Jesus, it's a bit dark. It's like just like completely like just different audience. Whereas like they've got to sort of they'll use this game to drag in other people into the Switch 2 ecosystem and see if they can get people to big FromSoft fans to pick up a Switch 2 or whatever. But yeah, I'm just interested from that point of view for the most part. But yeah,
Yeah, like very different to what we've all played on Nintendo systems. So, and obviously huge for Nintendo to get From Software to work on this and partner with them. So like I'm intrigued by it. And Thunder Sash Gaming, who was on my show the other day, talked about there's been a lot of extensive testing done for this. And I imagine because it's PvP, it's going to be online. That's the main thing to test. So that fills me with a bit more confidence that this will be fun and good. They wanted to showcase this at the start of the Switch 2 reveal. So in that direct in April. So if this is a big game for Nintendo, they want to promote this as well. And I hope it comes out this year as well. I hope it doesn't get delayed. And very interested to know how this one turns out, because this lives and dies by online being good. So it has to be good. They have to work it out.
I can't wait. You're like in this big tense situation. You got players coming in swarming you. You've got all this this horde of enemies coming. And then in the distance, it's like, what's that? Is that Drew's game chat camera icon? You just see me, my big dumb head comes up on the screen. Hey Josh, and I've got this big
Rolls around and you get hit.
I've got this big flame sword, and you just see my head just grinning, and my character just taking down those enemies, and they'll save
character.
Yeah,
that's right. I'm using motion controls, little soundbite as I walk past, things like that.
Yeah, that'll be hilarious. But yeah, that's it as far as like the first party Nintendo games coming to Switch and Switch 2. Got a couple of other ones just like Pokemon Champions and stuff like that, and some big third party ports like Elden Ring, for example. But is there anything else that you're looking forward to or hoping for on Switch 2? Because I think you go, Josh.
So obviously Mario Bros 40th right now, anniversary. Pokemon's coming up later this year, and probably a Pokemon game, Gen 10. We've also got Zelda and Metroid's 40th anniversaries coming up this year. I don't expect anything for like specifically calling out Metroid's 40th anniversary, but I'm half hoping for Metroid 6 this year with the Mercury Steam. Been a few years since Metroid Dread. Wouldn't surprise me if they've got one ready to go, if they work straight away from Dread onto this new game, because that did really well for them, rated really well. So I'm half hoping for that, but then surely we have something Zelda related later this year. I don't know if we'll get it straight away, but maybe in June, once the whole movie dies down for Mario. Now it's Zelda's 40th anniversary celebration, and I'm thinking an HD remake of Link Between Worlds. That's my prediction. So and hope maybe, because I want to see that 3DS game come to Switch. I want to play it properly for the first time, because it looks really fun. Mickey had a really good time with it playing that, and I think that could do really well with some Switch 2 HD upgrades.
Oh, yeah, that game is amazing. Seeing it on Switch 2 would be awesome. The only thing is just that I really do see A Link Between Worlds and Kid Icarus Uprising, like two of the best games on 3DS. And Link Between Worlds is it's fine. It's perfect on 3DS. It's fine. Like the 3D effect and everything. I feel like the 3DS is a really good home for it. But Kid Icarus Uprising, it always needed that second stick. So if any of them are going to get a port, I'm like, oh Jesus, it will somewhat frustrate me, because it's kind of like I'm looking up at the shelf being like, oh, good games on that 3DS. It's like, what about if we bring this one to the Switch? It's like, well, we really don't need that one on Switch. That one really doesn't need to be on Switch. This one does. Can we put this one on? But yeah, absolutely. I think that game needs to be played by as many people as possible. It was absolutely tremendous. And it's really fun too, just like collecting rupees and like actually buying your items and all of that too. I And that was a fun little gameplay loop. Like it gives you an opportunity to grind in a Zelda game, which is
Yeah,
pretty cool. And
and
the story was pretty nifty too. Hope Mikala didn't spoil that for you.
no, I haven't. So yeah, I don't know what's to come. But yeah, I don't. I know the whole renting thing, which was pretty cool. So yeah, be interesting to see.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, I don't really feel like putting any wants or desires out there for like major Nintendo franchises. I hope we get something cool for Zelda's anniversary. I don't necessarily care if it's a remake or what or just a collection or whatever, but hope it's something not just like, hey, look, you can buy this art book and we've got these wallpapers you can get from the My Nintendo store. It's like I hope it's just not lame. Just a really nice product to buy at least. But yeah, obviously a game. That's what I want. I want like whether it's just for me a collection would be ideal, like a touched up collection or a remaster, because we only got a 2D Zelda game 2 years ago, and
not long ago.
Obviously a 3D game's not in the cards. So yeah, I feel like a collection would be great. We probably will be getting.
In what way though? Like doing what with a collection? Like, you know, like the original Zelda and Zelda 2 touched up with the like Link to the Past, or like what are you thinking?
Yeah, that's probably good thing to put out there. Yeah, I mean we've already got access to those games. I probably would just like. I mean, it would be just the typical like Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD. I feel like those two, probably not. Those two won't be a collection, but I would like to see one of those games, or however they want to re-release or up-res or do an older game. That'd be good. Everybody's talking about like the Ocarina of Time remake. I don't see it. I feel like that's just a load of talking online. Like there's no reasoning behind that. I feel like someone's like, that'd be good, and just the rumors went off from there. But yeah, I mean that would be pretty cool. But with Ocarina of Time, or any just older Zelda game, I'm really not that interested in just like, oh look, it looks prettier. If there were to be an Ocarina of Time remake, I would want it to be like a Final Fantasy VII like remake type of situation where the story is expanded and like it's just a completely blown up game. Because if it's just remade, it's just like it looks nice, but Hyrule Fields, it's going to feel so much smaller, and the game it's just it's a very old game, and I feel like your imagination's able to carry it still because of how the game looks just graphically. But yeah, if it's up res for Switch 2 now, it's probably not going to be exactly what people want, but yeah, like a absolutely blown up version, that'd be pretty sick, I think. But yeah, that's an ambitious project.
If they're going to do one Zelda game, I think that's the one to do, isn't it?
That's the one.
And give it that real treatment. So that'd be huge. I just wonder, with the movie coming out next year, is there something big to tie in with it as well?
Yeah. And
maybe tactical, like they have with Mario Galaxy movie coming out later this year. They've done the whole Galaxy 1 and 2, even the Amiibo come out around about then. They'll do the Bella Bell Park DLC, I'm sure, sometime before, like the week of. Like they're going to be strategic about it. Is there going to be some stuff for Zelda in the same light?
Hope so. I mean, Ocarina of Time, just re-release or whatever. That'd be a really good one to do. But yeah, we'll see. I just wanted to bring this up as well because this is absolutely fascinating. There's going to be an Xbox Developer Direct, and I'm very excited about the games in that. I'm very excited about Forza. I'm very excited about Fable. But why I'm bringing it up here is that, what's the game called? Beast of Reincarnation from Game Freak is going to be a part of that showcase. So if you remember this was in an Xbox showcase last year or a year before, showcasing the game. And I am just very fascinated by this game. Just the fact of it's like pretty much a AAA game from Game Freak that is not Pokemon, and it is on all platforms but Switch or Switch 2 at the time of recording this at least. Who knows, it might be a Switch 2 announcement later on down the track. But yeah, this game is really fascinating to me. I can't wait to see more and see how it turns out. But what actually has me really excited about it as well is I don't know if you've watched one of these, Josh. The Xbox Developer Directs. They do a fantastic documentary style where they actually go into the studios, talk to different people. You can see
Yes.
they actually record it all in their own studios. So it's a really interesting look into the development of this game, even though it is just the marketing spiel. But it gives you a real sense of oh yeah, these are the people making the game. This is their studio and their workspace and everything. It's really cool. So will we get that for Game Freak? An Xbox look into the Game Freak studios. It's just that's what really sort of makes me sort of crack a smile to this, because it's just really strange. This might be our best.
No, we won't.
Might be the best look into the studios, their actual workspace that we've got.
The best chance.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I would like to see this game come to Switch too, but yeah, it seems like it's very aligned with Xbox at the moment. I think it is going to be a Game Pass game, so anybody with a subscription will be able to play Ghost of Reincarnation. So yeah, I just watched the trailer before we started recording as well, from a couple of years ago, just to refresh my memory, and I mean it looks very good. A really sort of quite a neat action game. I'm kind of all about it. Just this is.
I mean, it's very fascinating. Yeah, it is. Because none of their games have been like this at all. So a lot of they have to hire a whole bunch of different skill set of developers to come through to make this. They couldn't have all just been there and upskilled while it was being made. So, very obviously sounding like it's a deliberate direction, like they did a few years ago when they were a bit worried about Pokemon and ongoing, to do something different. So yeah, I hope it works out for them.
Yeah, me too. Because I can't remember the exact verbiage, but on their website they said something along the lines of the next big hit from the makers of Pokemon. I feel like they're trying to break away from Pokemon, have their own hit, have their own stake in their own destiny, rather than this massive thing that so many other people and entities have their tendrils in, and that they've got to get out soon. I feel like this is them really putting their eggs in a basket to try and have another pillar outside of Pokemon that is truly theirs. So whether it's that or not, who knows? I doubt it's
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, I got no idea. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure. I can't wait to see more of this. The Developer Direct is the 22nd of January. So yeah, I'm very intrigued to see this. Just Game Freak game. That looks
not far away.
Quite impressive, to be honest. It gives that same what was that? I forgot the name of it now, but there was a Koei Tecmo game that was a Monster Hunter essentially, and it looks a lot like that. Even the fur on the dog character, it looks a little bit. Don't know how to describe it, but it looks a little bit off. It looks like a low fidelity fur physic type of thing. And
Okay.
there's a few other Japanese games that sort of had that look about fur in their games, and that's what struck my eye as far as because you see a Game Freak on it, yeah, what's wrong with this? Sort of look a bit more carefully at it, and that's all I sort of got from it. The grass looked great, the character models look fantastic. I'm man, I'm really kind of baffled by it, but it's just what happens when they give their developers time, because this isn't on a constant wheel to get products out, and they also know
That's
that
right.
it
They
needs
can
to,
take the time.
yeah, they're trying to make a new franchise, so that it's got to hit, so they got to put the effort in and make it stand up to other AAA games, because this will be shown next to Fable and Forza Horizon 6. So yeah, they've got the showcase. Hopefully they're stepped up to the fidelity and the technical prowess that these other teams also have, that they're showcasing next to. But yeah, can't wait for it, dude. I really am looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But Josh, I reckon that brings us to the end of the show. It was good talking to you again. Really do appreciate your time and just sitting down here. And everybody else, appreciate your time as well. Hope you have had a great start to 2026 and you're looking forward to playing some goddamn video games. If you got to this point in the show, leave in the YouTube comments the hashtag THOM2026. That's a nice easy one for you. THOM2026. Let us know what you thought, what games you're excited for, and what we're going to be playing for the rest of the year. But Josh, any last words before we shut the goddamn doors because it's late?
Great to be back. Thanks, Drew, for having me on again. And here's to a really good 2026. Let's see what comes, and we'll go from there.
Absolutely. All right, so Nintendo Jukebox to end out the show this week is the first fight from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. It just landed on Nintendo Switch Online. So part of that subscription, you got a Switch too. Go and download that bad boy. Play some old GameCube games. Because 2026, you're like, nah, these games suck.